Hey guys, it's Lisa, and today we're going to do a Gap try-on haul. I'm hoping that a lot of you have saved up your Gap cash, and I think you can spend it until Monday. I know it was a pretty tight window, and what that is a couple of months ago, like when I started doing these try-on videos, I'll put probably my best one up here, the denim and everything that everybody likes so much. When you started shopping there, you probably got some Gap cash. Well, don't forget, you can use those online and you can give it away. Like, I did not use all mine, so I want to give some of mine away. But after I did this today, I'm thinking I need to go get a few more things. And so anyway, here we go. I'm gonna start with, oh goodness, what should I start with? I've got the guys' clothes over here, so I'll start with that. John and Will wear the same size, which is kind of funny because they're not the same size. But John doesn't like his shirts loose and Will doesn't like his shirts tight, which they are similar in height. So I can pretty much get shirts in a medium and either one can wear them. So that's what I did. Most of these are for Will. So the first one, actually this one's for John. John loves a black t-shirt. Now this one, I can go ahead and tell you, is going to be too loose for him. It's the medium. He is gonna want it more fitted than this, but the reason I got this one is because for dressier occasions, around here we get to wear shorts a lot and his flip-flops, but a lot of times he'll put on a dress t-shirt. So that's why I got this one. He might not wear it a lot, but along with my Gap cash, everything was buy one, get one half. So I got so much good stuff for not a lot of money. So that's for John, and I will link everything below. And then this classic Gap t-shirt, you guys, I have like a strong connection with Gap. Not only did I shop at Gap when I was not young, but like 20s, you know, 20s all the way up, not a child. But when my kids were young, they just wore Gap all the time. All the time. I was telling someone this morning, I used to get Brooke all the dresses, and then instead I would get her the Stride Right, those white sandals, the classic ones, and then I would get her the little Nike high top tennis shoes that are almost the shape of a typical walking shoe that children wear, and with the pink stripe, and that's all she would wear. So I'm just partial to Gap. I love like the classic Gap, the Gap jackets. So I grabbed him this t-shirt. This is also gonna look very good with khakis. So I'm always thinking different things like that. This, I don't really know. Oh, no, this is the Grateful Dead, Grateful Dead. So this is a band tee. They had, you'll see in a minute, an artist do some t-shirts and then they had some band tees. But this one, you can hardly read it, but I thought it was a pretty t-shirt. I thought this would look good with his khaki shorts or navy blue. When Will was little, my favorite thing was at the children's place. Every summer they would have the plaid shorts, and I would get like 3 or 4 pair and then a couple of other pair of just like sweat shorts. But those little plaid shorts with a good t-shirt, oh, that looked so cute. But then as he got older, he wasn't as crazy about the plaid shorts. So now he's pretty much just khaki, navy blue, black, things like that. And then another classic Gap t-shirt. Honestly, I could wear these too. This with some of the biker shorts that I'm getting ready to show you. I love a good Gap t-shirt. To me, it's just kind of like one of those classic things. And then this is the t-shirt that I got that is the artist. But this kind of just reminded me of, I don't know, like a cartoon or gaming or something like that. And I thought Will might like this. I have not even shown him all of this stuff yet. Okay, here we go. Remember the biker shorts I was telling you about? This is them. Talk about not quiet luxury and over the top. Looked at them, I'm not exaggerating. I think I looked at these 3 times and didn't get them because it's not even that I don't like them, but I was thinking that whole peel something off when you're sweaty thing. But when you get them, buy one, get one half, and you're getting, what was it, 50 off of 125 or something like that. And they were very good about splitting my order up to maximize my Gap cash. Anyway, I grabbed these and I'm so glad I did. They're made out of like a recycled material. They're not quite as as the Lululemon. They have a little bit more give. I did get the small, and I tried to show you in my try on that they're not crazy tight. Like on your legs, they don't squish your leg out, you know, where the end of the shorts go. And they're pretty flattering, I thought. Now, when I'm walking around the block or doing my walk, I'm not as worried about not being covered up, my butt not being covered up, because nobody's walking behind me. It's not that big of a thing. But if I were going to wear these out and about, I would probably put a blazer, a long sweatshirt, a long tunic, something like that over it, at least to cover the majority of my behind, just because that's the look I like. Now, if you are really fit and you're used to wearing exercise equipment out, then exercise clothes out, then I do think these are really good looking, and I think they would look good with like a cropped sweatshirt or something like that. Here's my sad story. I went to cut the tags off and did that. I was right there in the kitchen with John, and I had them on, and I thought, I'm keeping these. And I went down like that, and my hair was in the way, and I should have taken the time. I thought I was just cutting the little plastic part, and I snipped them. And John said, do I have to go get another pair? I said, no, these will work, because I don't think that will show enough to ruin the outfit. And then they do have like a little pocket in the back. I think Gap has really focused on their exercise wear a lot in the last few years. And then they do even have this little adjuster type string in the front. So they're really nice, and I think they're beautiful. So let me show you the other color that I got is the silver. So if you are hesitant to wear shiny, sparkly biker shorts, which I can't imagine why, then the silver is much more subdued. And this with the sweatshirts really was a good looking outfit. Now, I think this is going to look so good in the winter with like a long sweater and a big blazer. And I just got them literally to walk around the block in. So I've really enjoyed those little simple ones that I showed you from Victoria's Secret. Those are my favorite. All in all, those are my favorite. But I do like these. I think they fit well. And I told Brooke, if I don't end up wearing them, I'll give them to her. And I think I already told you I got a small. And I would say it's pretty true to size. Okay, we're getting ready to get to some good stuff. And what I tried to do is wear a lot of the things that I showed you in my Friday haul. And I will put that video up here if you didn't see it. It was pretty epic. I did not hold back. A lot of times I won't show you guys like something that's too crazy, or if I get too much stuff, sometimes I'll hold back because I don't want to overwhelm you, or et cetera, et cetera. But I just felt it that day. I felt I was in a really good mood. So I'm going to use some of those things and some shoes that I have gotten lately, like the Dr. Scholl's. I did send 2 pairs of those back, the high heel ones, and the I sent back 2 pair of the Veronica Beard. I will have to say, I don't know if I've ever kept a pair of Veronica Beard shoes. Seems like every time I get those, I send them back. And I don't know why, but I've gotten a pair of her clogs before and sent them back. But anyway, look at this goodness here. Right on the way to Gap, I texted Brooke and I told her, I'm on the way to spend my Gap cash. I went the first day. I was busy. I really didn't have time, but I'm like, I'm going. I had been waiting, and I usually never spend that Gap cash. I said, is there anything that you want? And she said if they have any cargo pants, because she's so in love with those Zara cargo pants. So I saw these, and both of us love these. When I tried them on today, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to go get another pair, because I want Brooke to have a pair because they're so great, and I want a pair. They are, I think, just the ultimate cargo pants. There's something about the placement of the pocket. It's very streamlined. It doesn't really give a lot of width at a bad area. It's kind of further down, and I think there are just a lot of possibilities with these cargo jeans. And that's just like one of the biggest trends is the cargo. But even so, I think cargo's always in. I've always worn cargo-ish type things, but it is definitely very on trend. And I think these jeans with just your white tank top, your white t-shirt, a sweatshirt, You can style them so many ways. So I would say if you're in the market at all, I would get these. I got 27, and you can see I've already popped the tags off. I'll have to take that off. I love them. They're kind of thick. They're not real thin, but they're not, as you can see, they're not real thick as in hard or anything. Love them, love them. And below, I will list each piece along with the different pieces I try it on with and the different shoes, because I tried to try each thing on with some different shoes, and I tried to be very practical and not wear a bunch of high heels like I normally do, and give you some options and let you see some of those shoes that I've shown you lately just in different ways. I think it's good to see at different angles with different pieces, so I hope you enjoy that. These. Now this was a gamble. I almost didn't get these because I am not the biggest fan of the whole drawstring in the front. It gives a little bit of farmer look to me, but then in another way it can go a little coastal, a little bit sailor-ish, which I love, I'm used to. But I did not find it unattractive on these jeans, and these are so unique. They just have the patch pockets, elastic waist. Who doesn't love an elastic waist? And this does pull them tighter for sure. You could still wear a belt if you wanted to. I don't think I would. And I just cuffed them up so that they kind of have the look of a jogger. Would these be considered denim joggers? I haven't even looked at the name of these. I think I've already taken the tag off. I got the small, but just fabulous. Soft, let me compare. Okay. I would say these are a little heavier, but in their defense, there's more to these. These are more of a true denim style, whereas these are a little bit more joggerish. But wow, both of them are so good. I think you need both of them. I think you could style these in a lot of different ways. And like I'm always thinking of all of you. For those of you that are more conservative, like my mom, she would love either one of the, no, she wouldn't like these because these would overwhelm her. My mom is very petite. These, she would like these with a little camp shirt, or she loves like the cropped button-up shirts. That's been one of her favorite things. And like the little crinkled camp shirt, she would wear it with something like that, and her good old Birkenstocks. Now when I put on these, I thought to myself, I'm always trying to think of my thumbnail and my title and what message I want to get across when I'm talking to you, because I try things on, separate, and I want to remember all of my thoughts. That's why I try to do it really close together. Matter of fact, I just tried these things on today. When I put these on, I thought to myself, the perfect pair of white jeans. Now these are the ones that we know and love, and you know what? I'm gonna go take these little strings out right now so they don't throw us off. Here we go. So these are our faves, the vintage slim. I would say my favorite jeans out of all the ones that I have shown you from the spring on to now are the 90s loose and the vintage slim. These are wonderful. They did not give me Michelin Man rolls back here. I love that they have that slit on the end. See how they're like a skinny jean, but they ever so slightly flare out. And I on purpose tried these with, I think, 3 different types of shoes, because I want you to see how the shoes and the way your shoes fit changes the angle of your body. And then it may make these kick out a little bit more, and it just gives it a different look. But I think that these are good with flip-flops, they're good with a little mid-heel, and they're good with high heels. They are just amazing. I love them. These are just really, really good white jeans, and that is not easy to find. Hey, here comes some more classic. This is actually a women's sweatshirt. It's a little bit cropped, but not too cropped. It's cropped to the point where I think it just hits perfectly. And it's, I think, part of their varsity collection. And I'm not typically drawn to like navy blue and red, but there was just something so classic about this, you know, I just loved it. And it has like the khaki. So if you have the flare khakis or just any khaki shorts that you love, this would look good with that. I think this would look good with like the Dr. Scholl's shoes or flip-flops or sneakers. Just love it. Not too thick, not too thin. Just very, very average weight, but just one of those good mid-weight sweatshirts. Yeah, that was 77 cotton, 23 polyester, which is really a good blend. I always think I want 100% cotton, but they're not as soft and they don't, you know, lay as pretty. So that's actually a pretty good blend. It will be a little bit breathable, but still look good and not fade as much. Now these dresses, I buy some version of this, seems like every year, and I remember last year buying a red one that I really loved. And they also have like some strappy ones. I didn't like those as much this year. But the value in these midi length dresses that are pretty, I would say they're pretty form-fitting, but they have a lot of give. They're not spandexy tight. They just skim your body. And those of you that like a longer sleeve, you will love this, yet it has a little bit of stretch. It's not too tight. And these colors will just go, of course, red and black. You can do anything with this. You can do any type of jewelry, different types of heels. I showed you how you can do a funky shoe. You can do a wedge. Your nude flip-flops are always going to be a winner. And they're just really good dresses. I got the small. And I would say, like if you're in between two sizes, like a lot of us have been talking about a 4-6, it's just a hard little combination because you never know if you're a small or a medium. Get the small. That's what I would do. I would say it's more of a generous size. Okay, and I think this is it, you guys. I felt like I had so much stuff here. That's the thing about Gap. It's good, everyday, classic, wearable pieces. They're just enough on trend to keep you looking stylish, but they're not over the top trendy. This piece here, this is probably my favorite. This is a Gap sweatshirt, and they call it eyelet, and I guess the definition of eyelet must be just these little stitched in holes, but it's not the typical eyelet. It's just kind of like, it actually is, you know, a see-through. Not to the point of being scandalous or anything, but I do like that. You guys know how I am. I like what I like, and I always go back to it. But I just think that is a pretty, good-looking sweatshirt. Ooh, put this with a pair of maybe like those pants I showed you from Express. I'll put that video up here. Those, what are they called? But they're fitted and then they kick out and they're kind of cropped. If you got those in black with this sweatshirt, you could do that really cool little Audrey Hepburn type look, that little Paris look with your little black flats or even your flip-flops or little booties, whatever. But that is a good one. I hope you saw something that you like because this price point is so good for the quality. And I know a lot of you have to have that Gap cash. Even if you don't, buy one, get one half. That's worth it. Oh gosh. And what I have on today, sorry, I got my microphone on. I've just got on one of my favorite, this is my new favorite tank top. It's the Air Sexy Flexi. I just ordered another white one because I wear my white one nonstop and a gray one. It's my favorite cut. See how it covers most of your bra. Thin strap, but not too thin. I love it. And then I've got on this, you probably won't be able to see it here. No, I've got on this eyelet skirt that you will see in the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I have on no jewelry because we're going to the pool. And I just decided to make this video kind of spur of the moment. But I will say that I have on the mineral makeup that I showed you in yesterday's video. Wow, it like brought back the best feelings. You know how like when you're putting mineral makeup on, you're thinking, oh, this isn't gonna be enough. This isn't gonna be enough. And then all of a sudden, your skin looks creamy and beautiful. That's how this makeup is. The one thing I can say is it might be a little too light. I had to, you know, add some bronzer, of course, but the real kicker is those tones they sent me are cool tones. And that happens in different makeups. A lot of times when you like the tan color like I do, it's not pink and it's not yellow or orange. It's actually very, very neutral. It almost looks like you've gotten a tan and it's settled in, that color. That's how their cool tones are. So now that I know these two shades, I'm going to try that next one up in that same tone and see how it goes. Okay, I've kept you long enough. Nails are funny bunny. Love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.